multimodal elements. Welcome to my class and welcome to my channel. Today, we are to discuss multimodal elements from our Pivot for a Learner's Material, Quarter 2, English, Grade 10. I am Dr. Jan-Ann-Rey Consignado, your subject teacher, and I hope you prepared the following materials: notebook, paper, pen, and of course, our Pivot for a Learner's Material Quarter 2 English Grade 10. Our learning objectives: number 1, analyze samples of multimodal texts and discover how they are made for their specific purposes. And number 2, compose texts with multimodal elements. Multimodal elements. Technology has truly changed the way people perceive information. From details usually printed on paper to internet-based programs that allow information to pop up on people's gadgets, the society we live in is indeed relying on information presented in and through different modes. This lesson focuses on understanding multimodal texts and their uses. As you journey through this part of the module, you'll be engaged in analyzing samples of multimodal texts and discovering how they are made for their specific purposes. You're also expected to compose texts with multimodal elements. How do you want your lessons presented? Do you prefer using textbooks and handouts? Or would you rather study slides and access web links online? Multimodal elements. The way information is presented greatly affects the manner it is perceived. Luckily, through continuous developments in the field of digital communication technology, we are now able to learn not only from traditional texts that we have to read sequentially, but likewise through interactive materials in various digital and non-digital platforms like posters, infographics, blogs, animations, and web pages, among others. The examples of materials cited above fall under a classification known as multimodal text. A text is considered multimodal when it combines two or more communication modes to present information. In the context of multimodal compositions, mode refers to the method of communication being employed. It can be linguistic, visual, auditory, gestural, or spatial. While composing multimodal text is usually associated with the use of online and digital platforms, a multimodal text does not necessarily have to be digital in form. Generally, a multimodal text may be print-based or paper, digital, live, or transmedia, using multiple delivery channels. Processing information in a multimodal text is one thing, while composing an example of multimodal text is another. Multimodal texts can range from simple to complex ones, with the level of complexity usually depending on what modes to combine, understanding the interconnections between these modes, and what platforms or technologies to use. The table shows examples of different multimodal texts. We have simple and complex. Simple, we have newspapers, brochures, comics, graphic novels, picture books, print advertisements, posters, storyboards, slide presentations, e-books, e-posters, social media. Complex, we have animations, digital stories, web pages, documentaries, book trailers, live action films, and video games. In multimodal texts, information is presented and meaning is conveyed through combinations of different modes across written and spoken languages, linguistic, still and moving images, visual, sounds, gestures, and spatial semiotic resources. Composing texts with multimodal elements. Creating examples of multimodal texts is becoming a common practice and an essential skill to be developed among students. However, it can be tough, especially when someone has limited background about certain elements and processes. When composing a text with multimodal elements, it is essential for one to understand how information can be presented using various modes and how these modes can work together to convey the intended meaning. Knowing how to maneuver applicable technologies or applications to be used in composing multimodal text is also important. The list below presents essential considerations in composing or producing effective multimodal texts. Number 1, textual knowledge. Number 2, technological knowledge. Number 3, semiotic knowledge. Number 4, ability to combine various modes. And number 5, understanding different genres. Number 1, textual knowledge. A clear understanding of the information at hand or the specific subject from which the multimodal composition is based is essential. This will serve as the basis of determining how information will be conveyed and what modes may work best for the information available. Number 2, technological knowledge. It is imperative to understand what technological tools and processes will best work for the kind of multimodal text to be produced. Number 3, semiotic knowledge. This refers to understanding how each mode can work to convey meaning, where each mode or semiotic system has its own function. Number 4, ability to combine various modes. When composing multimodal text, it is vital to understand what combinations will work best in conveying the meaning of a specific set of information. Number 5, understanding different genres. Like in writing, it is also important in multimodal compositions to take into consideration the purpose, target audience, and text type. Our references: Pivot for A Learns Material Quarter 2 English Grade 10, and we have the website. Do you have questions? Kindly use our comment section. Good job! Handang isip, handa bukas. Sama-sama sa pagsulong ng edukalidad. I am Miss Jan-Ann-Rey Consignado, and please subscribe to our channel because next time I will be uploading again our topic in English 10. Thank you. Stay safe and sane. God bless.